Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is We Are Our Own Enemy, and today we will be discussing Chicago South Suburban Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and Thornton Township Supervisor. And we'll be discussing Miss Regina Wardrobe, who has made this documentary about her, Super Mayor, The Cost of Chaos in Dolton. And right now as we speak, she has made a sit-down video with the rape victim, Miss Vanilla Dukes. And right now, it's beginning to be a sickening situation, guys, since I am a Dolton resident. I know of Miss Wardrobe. She's around every time we have a board meeting, anything of that nature in Thornton Township of Dolton. And it's pretty sad that all these people of our culture and our race is running around on social media and all these local news stations giving out all these fake interviews over and over again for the past 3 years. And the reason why I say they fake interviews because it's the same people over and over again. They're not giving no new residents chance to speak. They're not speaking to any supporters of Miss Henyard at all. Only people that dislike Miss Henyard. And for those who don't know, I am a 30-year resident of Dolton, and I've born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. And I have a lot to say on the subject because it's a lot of misinformation being pushed out there daily. And we have a lot of fools showing up out here in our town acting a fool on the internet and the adults. Not only that, guys, you have people like Jeremiah, Miss Wardrobe, who grew up in Harvey nearby. She knows better. She can find way better people to interview. There's plenty more residents in Dolton besides these 3 or 4 residents who's constantly in our on our timeline yelling in our TV screen at Miss Henyard all the time at these meetings. You guys, they're never getting anything done. No bills are getting paid. Nobody is seeing eye to eye at these meetings because you got nothing but chaos in the residents. Not even residents. The same people. It's like this little group of people get together and they show up at every meeting and they just come act a fool. They're worse than these teenagers, guys. It's getting ridiculous at this point. It's like they're being paid to be there. It's their job. They're showing up at every meeting for the past few years, and it's getting terrible. And it's really sad. It's disgusting at this point, seeing as how Ms. Henyard has yet to been charged on anything, nor has Mr. Andrew Holmes or anybody in that administration. I know Louis Lacey had this issue that he had going on. As far as that, this Vanilla Dukes situation is getting out of hand. They did the caucus thing over there, Thornton Township, with Napoleon. And if you guys don't see that being a situation, seeing as how if don't nobody like this woman so much, why didn't they just vote her out? They didn't have to do a caucus and Napoleon and just take the spot and have no one to vote, run against him. It just makes no sense to me. If you guys use your brain and stop being sheeple, I think you guys understand where I'm coming from. Use your own brain, your own thoughts, and do your own investigation. See what's going on. But let's get into this video. I'm going to jump on the key points. Some key points of some of the things these people are saying in these interviews, and we're going to go from there.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free...
So if you could just give us an amount, I think that would help with our discussion and making a decision.
We don't have a problem with giving you an amount, but this is why sometimes people have to follow the leader. Because sometimes the leader is the visionary. It is what it is. The leader is the visionary. Sometimes people can't see down the tunnel. So sometimes this is why people follow people. So I'm just throwing that out there because everybody got an opinion. You just said I can't see.
Thank you, man.
How it would look. So all I do is just try to tell you what the vision would possibly be.
Not the typical way an elected official, especially a mayor, would run a meeting. But this is the way the government is run by Tiffany Henyard.
Schools and the parks and whatnot.
Dolton was really nice. It was still clean, a nice, safe area at the time when I moved there.
But here's the problem with Dolton and some of the neighboring communities around it. They're underserved, and there are a lack of jobs and a lack of industry. So you have a lot of people moving these communities for safety and for these resources that just aren't there.
Somehow some bullets.
You know why they ain't there, Miss Wardrobe? Because when Miss Henyard and her team went out to Vegas to take care of business, to get these businesses to come out there and come out in Dolton where we are and get this up and running, you guys got this Tiffany Henyard girl coming in with this rape allegations and just screwed everything up with the Vegas trip with no evidence at all to prove anything she said. But it's ruined Dolton all the way around the board when it comes to business. No business was trying to come to Dolton at this point. For the past few years, this guy, along with the rest of these people in these doing these interviews, has made sure that by showing up to these meetings, acting a fool, making it as if Miss Henyard is not capable of running the town of Dolton when she's actually done better than our past few mayors the past 30 years. In my opinion, and maybe 80 to 90% of the residents of Dolton opinion as well. None of these people will speak up at this point, seeing as how this thing's got so out of hand with everybody, with all this media attention, people attacking anyone that speak up for Miss Henyard. No one at this point is willing to speak up for Miss Henyard. It don't benefit them too because they're being attacked and ridiculed in any way, fashion you can think of. Either they her boyfriend, some of that nature. It's always something, guys, to why these, if you speak up for her, it's an issue. You think Dolton don't have more residents than these 4 people that you see on your screen the past 3 years yelling at these meetings on these microphones? These are the same people, guys. Tell me in my line. I can't make this up. So, and this guy alone right here is definitely a friend of Belcher and House. Everybody knows that. So why are we having interviews over and over again with the same people that's been on our TV screen for the past few years, Miss Wardrobe, Miss Regina Wardrobe, Miss NBC5, who keep having these fake interviews with these people? Then you just did a sit down, Miss Fadia Dukes. I see a video. I'm gonna run a video for that too, guys, and we're gonna have a discussion about that because, like I said, it's getting out of hand, guys. With this having no evidence, nobody's been charged or anything, and they're pushing it so hard, it makes no sense to me, guys, since it's how everyone in this situation is black. Miss Fadia Dukes, Miss Wardrobe, this man, everybody that shows up to meeting, we all the same race, and we all seem to be taking a dump on each other. It don't matter if Miss Henyard was the worst man in the world, guys. This ain't the way we handle it. This is just going the wrong way, guys. We're showing our young people the wrong way. We're showing them exactly what they're doing is the right way of doing things, because right now, this is the way our young people handle their problems, okay? They're constantly bullying each other online. They're constantly showing up with songs and different things this nature online, and the comments of different people, and the results of it, them killing each other, them not being able to walk the streets, especially in Chicago. It's very bad and very sad on that nature. They can't move around at all once these kids get online and disrespect each other and everything. And these old people are doing the same thing. They're basically old fools using new tools, because why they got smartphones and they old as they is and they don't know what to do with them besides show up to meetings and yell at them and scream at them and record people and all this other mess. It don't make no sense, guys. Like I said, for the past few years, this man, along with others, is showing up to these meetings just acting a fool. They're not letting Dolton business get taken care of or done in any way, shape, or form due to the fact they got their own agenda. Right? If it's to get Miss Henyard out the way, you show up to the polls. Tell me if I'm wrong. Show up to the polls. Vote her out. If she have done any crimes, let law enforcement or the FBI, whoever is investigating her, handle that part. Why are we showing up to every meeting, guys, disrespecting this woman, not letting her do her job, harassing her family, showing up to her family's houses? It makes no sense just to make content and make a buck off of this woman. At this point, I may seen 25 content creators, guys, that's made content of Miss Henyard alone. She's created so many YouTubers and YouTube channels. At this point, she is definitely the most famous mayor in the world. I don't know about the worst. Seeing as South Dolton has had some of the worst mayors in the past 30, 40 years that I can think back on, because I've been in the area, guys. we had mayors, I'm not going to say certain names, that like I would say would be at the local bars 24 hours around the clock with 24-hour police escort security. Ms. Henyard is not the first mayor in Dolton to do that. Every mayor at this point has done that in Dolton and in Chicago, and so on and so forth. This is not nothing new. These people will make you think it's something new. They will make you think it's a new thing because Ms. Henyard is doing it, and they're trying to get her out of office and out the way due to the fact Ms. Henyard is not going along with the program. Ms. Henyard has her own plans, her own way of doing things, and she don't care if they like it or not. She's still pushing her agenda. And if you guys don't see that, something is definitely wrong with you people. Y'all just want a quick buck on disrespecting this woman and making false content. In my opinion, because none of y'all got feet on the ground in Dolton but Miss Regina Wardrop, and she knows better than what she's doing. So I'm very disappointed in her. She's being very disrespectful, disrespecting this black woman that looks like her. Come up in a neighboring town next to her. You know, it makes, and she's much older than Tiffany as well. And it seems to be, like I said, I'm going to make a video about Ms. Wardrop as well, because you guys know anything about her history. Go back and look at her. She's focusing so much on Tiffany. Go back and look at the things she had to do to get in her position right now today. She's been a disgusting woman to this day. She done some disgusting things, guys. That's why she's married to a Caucasian man today. Think about that, guys. Why is she married to a Caucasian man today? She grew up in Harvey, Illinois. Seeing as how she was stepped on and crapped on so much by Caucasian people on her way up to be in that position she's in today. I would think she would know better to do this to another woman, especially a woman that looks like her. Makes no sense to me, guys. It looks like everybody's after a quick buck and whatever makes money and whatever gets attention and whatever get clicks and views. And that's all it comes down to. Because other than that, I don't see anything in between. Especially this guy here. I mean, come on, guy. I don't bump heads with this guy so many times at the meetings. It makes no sense. He has nothing else to do with his life. He's an older guy. He needs to find something better to do with his time.
Did find their way into our house. I'm not in, but around our house.
Your house was shot up?
Yeah, this is what it's for.
Like it's Ms. Henyard's problem that his house was shot up.
That was from the dope doors, I'm pretty sure. My wife, she heard it. I was asleep.
But yet you stayed.
Yeah. I'm not running.
You're proud of your house. It's a very lovely home. You're proud of this place?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the projects. I grew up in Robert Taylor homes. So this is utopia for me.
Dolton has been in the news a lot
So why
lately.
did you mention it?
But I want to take you back to 2021.
Hi, I am Tiffany Henyard, and I am.
We're not going to go through the same crap, guys. At this point, everyone has seen this video. I'm just giving you guys my point of view of it, since I am a Dolton resident, and I am speaking from a different point of view of everyone else. Everyone else seems to be just going at Miss Henyard's neck, and I'm not doing the exact opposite. I'm not trying to be on either side of the fence. I'm trying to be right in the middle, guys, and see everything for what it is. And right now, I'm not finna go with the flow. Come click on my video, share it, like it, comment, do what you want to do, talk about me. I'm gonna tell the truth. And if you want to fact check me, unlike Miss Wardrop, I can put my feet on the ground and go knock on some real doors in Dolton, Illinois, and talk to some real people. And then I'll just blur their face out and not show their address, nothing like that. But let them show their ID or something like that and cover their face out and their address and all that stuff, and let you show they is a real resident. Somewhat of that nature, guys, because a lot of these people don't want to show who they are because they're getting attacked. It'll be people outside of their house acting a fool. That's what everybody's scared of. Nobody wants to step outside of that box and speak up for Miss Henyard because they don't want to be attacked by the internet and all these old fools. You know what I mean? I don't get it, guys. If just look at it. Look how it's going for Miss Henyard, and she gets out every day and smiles just like this. You would never see that woman upset, crying, anything. When you see her out and about, she's trying to do her job every day. And when I go back to saying she was one of the best mayors we had, let's back that up a little bit. We had mayors that would sit in the bars with the 24-hour security with tip jars and all these other things with their name on the tip jar. Please, tip jar from Mayor such and such. I'm not going to say his name. And every patron that came in the bar and had a drink would definitely tip this jar. And when he showed up, that's how he drank for free. And he would not only drink at that bar, he would drink at every bar in the area. Mr. Ricky's one of them. So yeah. Let's talk about it. Real Dolton residents know what I'm talking about. They know who I am if they know my voice. They're gonna be like, yeah, he know what he's talking about. So it's just you out of towners and all you social media fools that's going running around here, just running y'all mouth, man. Pretty much. Y'all don't know what's going on. And Jeremiah done got ran out to Dolton so many times, it don't make no sense. He needs to sit down somewhere. And it ain't because of Tiffany either. It's just young people don't like his face or something. I don't know. The guy's too hyper and too active, and they like that type of stuff. They like hyperactivity. They like silly stuff. They like clowns. They like to act a clown. The young folks like that. So when he come around acting a fool like that, it's Chicago. He better stay where he at. This is still an extension of Chicago. So when you guys come out here to Dolton, that's why a lot of y'all ain't going to come out here. That's why Miss Regina don't want to knock on no doors. Tell the truth, Miss Regina, why you ain't knocking on no real doors. You only recording and reporting these same folks that's been in front of these microphones because you at the meeting and you catching them, you changing information with them. We see you out there. Yeah, we see you out there. We know what's going on. You're just changing information with these same fools that's on the other side.